So, last Saturday we had some friends come over to watch a movie. Just friends watching a movie, having some fun. Well, they ended up coming a little bit earlier than expected, so they warned us and said they were coming, and so we realized we needed to eat dinner before they came over, because we're college students. We can't afford to feed people, especially two boys. No. We don't have enough food for two boys. Do you have any idea how much boys eat? We had our friend come over one time, our friend Noel. Luckily, we prepared, but if we had been naive little children, we would have had enough food to feed him. They just eat so much. So we were going to eat before they came. And in our franticness to eat, one of my friends had a corn dog and some ketchup. She couldn't open the ketchup. I've been kind of designated as the opener. I'm one of the openers. There's another one in our apartment. So, people will switch off. They'll ask me if they can open something. I don't know why. I don't know what impression was given that I was good at opening things, but just manly muscles. Not really, but so I try to open it. I can't get this thing open. I mean, it was like jammed on there. I'm like squishing it. I think I actually got a blister. Oh, now it's gone. But I had a blister on my thumb from trying to open this. Like I was cranking it, and I couldn't get it for the life of me. So we go around and ask all the girls in our apartment to open this bottle of ketchup. Nobody can get it. And they're going to be over soon. The boys are going to be here soon. And we didn't want to wait for them to come, to open it, because that's kind of weird. And then, my roommate would have to eat while they were here. Then we would feel bad if we didn't offer them food. We had made brownies. It's not like we were totally bad hosts. We made brownies. They were going to get brownies. They were happy with the brownies. They were good brownies, too. They were Ghirardelli brownies. Good quality brownies. One of my friend's moms bought her Ghirardelli brownies before coming up, specifically for making for boys. The rest of us just had, regular Betty Crocker brownie mix. That was for us. But no. The Ghirardelli brownies. If you've never had Ghirardelli chocolate, my heart, it goes out to you. It's so good. And Ghirardelli brownies, they were double fudge. They were divine. Those were celestial brownies. They were from on high. I kid you not. They were not of this world. They were delicious. So those boys were grateful because we gave them all the extras. They ate them all on the way home, apparently. I think there was like 6 brownies. They ate 6 brownies on the way home. Oh, well, yeah. Well, so the boys are going to be here soon. We can't open this ketchup bottle. All of us have tried. I've tried like 5 times. I tried everything. I tried doing it with a towel. I tried like running it under some hot water. Nothing. I can't get it to open. So in my apartment building, on every floor, there's what's called a PJ lounge. And it's kind of like an area. You've got all, like the apartments. There's 4 apartments on every floor. And then so there's the stairs on one side, and there's apartments. And then on the opposite side of the stairs, there's a little area that has a flat screen TV and 2 couches. And people will go out there and do homework, or they'll watch movies and stuff. So there's generally people out and about on their PJ lounges on every floor. And my roommate couldn't get this open. I couldn't get it open, and I was determined to get it open. I wanted her to have her ketchup. You cannot have corn dogs without ketchup. It's just, I don't know why you will try to do that. You must have the ketchup with the corn dogs. It's like meat and potatoes. The two go hand in hand. They are best friends. They have been glued together. They're 2 pieces of a puzzle. You've got to have your ketchup with your corn dogs. And her corn dogs were already done at this point. She couldn't go back. There was no turning back. The decision had been made. The corn dogs had been prepared. She needed the ketchup. And I was going to help her do it. So I decided I would look for someone who was out in one of the PJ lounges to open the ketchup. Now all my roommates were laughing at me at this point. I said, no, guys, this is vital. She needs the ketchup. They didn't understand. My roommate understood. She knew she needed the ketchup. She knew I wasn't crazy. Well, she thought I was crazy, but she knew she needed the ketchup. And so I go down, and there's no one on the 3rd floor except for some girls, and I'm sure they were perfectly strong, but we needed a man to open this ketchup. And we found one on the 2nd floor. I found a boy. He was doing homework on his laptop. He was sitting by a cute girl. Pretty sure they were. Oh, well, I didn't care. I needed the ketchup open. So this boy happened to be the boy from earlier when I was switching the detergent pods. I'm just doomed to only have awkward encounters with this young man. That's okay. So, I don't know if he recognized me. I'm hoping not. Probably did, but that's okay. So I walk up to him and I said, can I ask you something? He just kind of looks at me. He's like, sure. And I said, will you open this? Just kind of handed the catch to me. He's like, okay. So he kind of like, pulled at it for a minute. I was glad that, I had to see, like, his muscles had to, like, flex a good amount to open this ketchup bottle. So we weren't just weaklings. It was a darn good sealed ketchup bottle. That was prime packaging. Prime packaging. That thing was, like, good to last until the apocalypse. They were preserving that ketchup. Which, I guess there's pros and cons to this kind of thing, so I guess I should write the ketchup company and tell them that, while it is great to be able to have ketchup to last to the apocalypse, I don't think it's going to help fighting zombies. I mean, I guess you could squirt some on yourself and pretend to be a zombie. Oh, that would be good. Anyways, not the point. So he opens this ketchup bottle, and I was like, thank you, and kind of walk away, and I come up back to my apartment, and I just kind of smugly hand it to my roommate. And all my other mates are like, you opened it? I was like, I didn't open it. I got that one guy to do it. They thought it was hilarious, but... So our friends come over, and we play some card games. We play Nerds. Nerds, fun game. Super fun game. Everyone thought there was cheating going on. There was not cheating going on with Nerds. That was in a later game where cheating was happening. And then we played Scum. And one of the boys was always... One of the boys was always the queen, which was hilarious. And they would always ask, and one of the... So there was two boys, One of the girls... The same girl was always the king. And this one boy was just doomed to be the queen. He's like, is there any way I could, like, switch with you? But she's like, no, you're the queen. Deal with it. Suck it up, buttercup. He was a snob. I'm going to be honest with you. He was a brat. We were playing Scum. He kept making all these comments about being a nobleman. Oh, well, I'm a nobleman. I don't know if you played Scum, but how it's set up is that you have the scum, kind of like the lower people, then the higher people. And the lower people have to give their highest cards at the beginning of the game to the nobles. And the nobles then have to give the lower people any cards they want, which is always their lowest cards. It kind of sucks, but it's how it works. And I kept losing. Eventually, I made it I was like a neutral nobleman, so I didn't have to do any card swapping. And it was good. But then I got demoted to Vice Scum. Vice Scum. It was awful. It was awful. And my other roommate had been stuck as Scum the whole time. So when I walked out, she was like, welcome to the club. Now we're the Scum buddies. I didn't want to be a Scum buddy. Mr. Nobleman over there, Mr. Queen, diva. He was a total diva. He was a diva. Full-blown diva. It's not a good nobleman. But after playing Scum for a little bit, we go inside and have brownies. Good brownies, quite delicious brownies. And then we go back out to watch a movie. We decided to watch Wreck-It Ralph. As we're watching our movie, we had kind of moved the couches towards each other, and I was kind of squished up against one of my roommates, and I felt bad because she was sitting on, like, the awkward crack of the couch. So I was like, you know what, I'll move. The only place there was a tiny gap. It was about this big. This is not an exaggeration. It was this big. I'm still impressed at what happened with this gap. It was this big between the wall and the couch. This is not an exaggeration. It was literally this big. It was this big. This big. And I sat in that. Now, you're probably thinking I'm lying. No, I did. I had to sit on my side, kind of like torqued. My hips were like... My grandma once told me I have childbearing hips. Anyways, so this was not an easy feat. It was difficult for me to kind of, wedge myself in there. And once I was in there, I was not moving until the movie was done and we were moving the couches. I was stuck unless somebody, like, helped me out. So I'm kind of sitting there kind of, like, awkwardly placed. And I got into a comfortable position. I was kind of sitting there, like, watching the movie. It was good. I didn't mind. And then all of a sudden, they paused the movie. I kind of heard some commotion going on the side. I could not see what's going on at this point. And this girl's like, so did I scare you? And I kind of like, get myself out of my little hole and look over. There is this random girl who does not live in our building with this zombie paint on her face. I don't know how she got into our building, but her and her roommates decided it was going to be totally normal to come up and try to scare people. Apparently they walked into someone's apartment and scared a boy so bad he fended them off with a spatula. I want to high-five that young man. That was bravery at its finest. But they just come up and they just interrupted our movie, and this girl has this creepy face paint on, and she's sitting just right in front of some of the kids. She's like, am I scary? And just staring at them. She was getting really close to the boys, and it was kind of weird, and they're like, do you want us to hug you? You know, go for it? No, okay. They wouldn't leave. They talked to us for like 15 minutes, and it was kind of like, this is like, go away. This is not funny. Go away. You're being awkward. You're an awkward potato squid. I don't even know. Finally, they walked away, and we all just kind of looked at each other and were like, what just happened? What just happened? Well, we're convinced they only stayed because they wanted to talk to the boys. Which, one of them totally has a thing for one of my roommates. So that was just rude. Rude on every level. Rude, 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 rude. Yeah, biology boy. Him, my roommate. I was right. I was right. Glorious moment. I am now going to be in their story of how they met. Yes. We ended up playing Hollywood Rummy after the movie because biology boy and my roommate were having so much fun. Well, all of us were having fun. We're all really tired at this point. And biology boy had brought a wingman with him. He was a very good wingman who apparently hates freshmen. Well, I don't like you because you have brown hair. He can hate freshmen all he wants. He's rude. That's so mean. I understand not liking freshmen, but snotty nobleman. He wasn't even the snotty nobleman, but he was being snotty. Well, so we play Hollywood Rummy, which I'd never played before. We were all totally out of it, and biology boy taught it to us. Reese taught it to us, and it was fun. Anytime Reese turned his back though to talk to my roommate, we would totally cheat. They laughed about midnight probably and took the brownies with them. They had fun. Now biology boy, my roommate, are going on a date tonight. Awkward moments can lead to good things.